Sword fights have been practiced for thousands of years, dating back to ancient civilizations. The sword was a primary weapon in battles before firearms were invented. Medieval knights trained in sword fighting from a young age. The samurai sword, known as the katana, was a feared weapon in Japan. The sword duel was once a common way to settle disputes among nobles. A rapier sword was commonly used in European duels. A broadsword was a heavy sword used by knights in battle. The longsword was a versatile sword used with both hands. A scimitar sword had a curved blade, ideal for slashing attacks. The katana sword was designed for quick, precise cuts. A sword fighter must master blocking, parrying, and striking. A sword duel often involved the first fighter to draw blood winning. In fencing, a modern sword sport, points are scored by touching the opponent. A sword thrust is often more lethal than a slash. The sword can be used defensively to deflect attacks. Miyamoto Musashi, a Japanese samurai, never lost a sword fight. Joan of Arc led armies into battle with her sword. The Three Musketeers, famous in literature, were expert sword fighters. Gladiators in ancient Rome fought in brutal sword combat. Zorro, a fictional hero, is famous for his sword skills. Sword fights are common in action movies and fantasy stories. Lightsabers in Star Wars are inspired by real sword fights. Sword fighting styles vary across cultures, from samurai duels to European fencing. Many martial arts schools teach sword techniques. Olympic fencing is a modern sport based on sword fighting. A skilled sword fighter must predict the opponent's moves. In a sword fight, footwork is just as important as the sword itself. Some swords were designed to break enemy swords in battle. A well-trained sword fighter can defeat multiple opponents. Even today, sword fighting is practiced in historical reenactments and sports. Which sword fact did you find the most interesting?